Cut it. Cut it out. Cut it, goddammit.
All right, thank you everyone. Thank you for staying. Was that everything you remembered it to be? And who of you saw that movie for the first time tonight? That I don't believe. That's great, that's great. You just got your gay education, so lucky all of you. Thank you for sticking around. As promised, we are going to do a little conversation with Niki and Donna. So without further ado, please welcome back to the stage, Niki Harris and Donna De Lory. That's gotta feel really good.
Just walking on these shoes feels really good.
Well, the shoes are fabulous. The outfits are amazing, right? Is that
Who doesn't love a little touch of animal print, right? I learned that from one of my girls, one of my boys, if you know what I mean. It's like, do animal print. I was like, really?
I love that y'all coordinated. That's amazing to me.
Well, it's Niki and Donna. We are in deep.
The dynamic duo. Yes. So they watched the movie with us, if you can believe that. I was back there, like, kind of listening for your reaction.
There was a lot of commentary going on back there, and singing along. We couldn't help ourselves singing along with Live to Tell.
First of all, thank you guys for even sitting through it and just like, you know, honoring, you know, a moment in our lives, in all of our lives. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.
I think for everyone, it says that this was a moment in our lives too. Yes. So to really to share this with you is like a dream come true for a lot of people.
Well, we are women of a certain age now, so all you got to do is go on Google, so you know what that is. But first of all, we were exhausted just watching. It's like we worked really hard, didn't we?
We were on, we were on holiday, and Nikki's like, we still have to do were there 2 more numbers after that?
Yeah, I was like, we were doing holiday, and I was like, damn, we still got Keep It Together, and you know, and the chairs, we got chairs and handstands to do.
So were there any parts of it that shocked you after like kind of forgetting, not seeing the movie for a while?
Anything that shocked us?
Shocked you, that you don't remember from when you did it? Like anything you saw yourself do in the movie that shocked you?
It was so much just remembering that time in our lives, and just such a high point.
Yeah.
You know? No.
No, what really stood out for me every time I even think about this period in our lives is that we were so present, that we didn't, you know, I only have hard copies of pictures because I wasn't on my phone. I didn't post shit. I didn't try to we'd lay in bed and watch movies and we were really fucking there. Like, not like, is this gonna go in my feed? Ooh, does anybody like it? I'm with Madonna at dinner. None of that stuff was going on, so it's just like a whole nother way of being, you know, and
in the world, that present, traveling around with that group of people, it was overwhelming in a lot of ways watching this,
and
that
so,
we had that experience.
Yeah, and I also think a lot about, you were on tour with her for a couple more tours, for Girly Show, Drowned World.
She did, Niki did 4 and I ended up doing 6.
Amazing, yeah. And so, when you think back at that time, how do you feel the Blonde Ambition tour compared with those later tours? Especially Drowned World tour, because that was much later.
I felt like it was a world of difference.
Well, you used to call me and tell me it was a world of difference. I had a baby, and I had also, after Drowned World, I went back on Drowned World after having a really major injury. And that the Drowned World tour for me was what I call my Muhammad Ali tour, because you know when you see that film of Muhammad Ali where you're like, this nigga, he don't need to be fighting no more. Why is he still in the ring? Like, what the fuck is up with him?
You know what's crazy? I've seen these viral videos of people doing when you guys do that.
Oh yeah. And remember I had broken my foot off my leg and I was like, why is she making me do 16 fucking like deep knee bend every night? And that's when I knew I was like, no, we good. Unless she doing jazz next tour, I ain't gonna be here. But even more than that, I knew that my body was saying to me, and this tour proves it, that we were fucking athletes.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of them were pushing you and didn't realize.
The capacity that we had. I mean, that's what blows me away. I take dance classes like once a week now, and we get through like a few bars, and I can remember it. But to think of all that was just so, you know, that was memorized, and then we rehearsed it so many times, and then we could be playful and play with the audience, and then still do our moves, and it was amazing.
Was there a difference between, like, so Blonde Ambition, obviously if you saw the movie, controversy after controversy after controversy, that didn't seem to be the case with the later tours, Drowned World and Girly Show. Was that difficult to navigate, being part of the tour and having these controversies kind of hanging over it?
I felt like watching this just now, and I remember the tour manager leaned over and he was like, this is as big as it ever gets for anyone. You know, and that's how I felt about this tour and the way it was captured. So I'm so grateful that this movie was made. And
Yes, I think we're all grateful that it was captured.
for all of us.
And one thing that I think a lot of people in this room are hoping is that the concert itself, the film footage, would find its way to a screen and we could all see the whole show filmed that way, which would be amazing. Not that we don't love the interludes and the backstage stuff, but it'd be great to see an entire filmed.
And it's interesting, Raul, what you just said too, as far as what really popped out for me, and as far as controversy, like I never thought of us like, or her even, like she's even told me in the movie, I'm here to push buttons and all that stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I want you to have a good band and sing your ass off. That's what I'm here for. But the reality is like, oh, if we're gonna be pushing buttons, to me, that tour was about really trying to open up hearts and open up minds, and you know, it wasn't just about, I'm just gonna push this button, let's see what happens. Let's push this button, let's see what happens. Whereas, cause she started off this tour with, come on y'all, do you believe in love?
Yes.
Do you believe in love? And I remember deeply in my heart during the next tour, where it was, we started the tour with gas masks and fuck you, America! And it's like, and it was also September 11th time.
Oh, right, I remember that
So it was
happened
like,
during the tour.
this shit hit me in a different way, and I was like, no, y'all. Something feel different.
Yeah.
Different time, different influences, different styles.
And I'm not, once again, I ain't trying to brag on Madonna at all. For me, I'm just saying, with these 60 eyes, I see it now like, oh yeah. Because by then, people did start having phones. People were coming in with their managers by that tour. People did have a different kind of agenda then. Whereas it was so much more innocent and just a joyousness, you know. And there's something about when she say, I'm gonna push a button, I'm gonna do it for love. It's different to me than I'm just gonna push a button. Let's see what the fuck happens, you know.
Yeah. I think as a fan and her true fans during that time really got that. I think the general public was thrown by it. I thought she had an agenda. But fans knew that it was coming from the heart. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That is real.
And speaking of, times changing since then, because arguably this movie is sort of a prelude to social media and reality TV, and that probably was the last era where you could actually get away with being genuine on camera and not be accused of making content like we do now. But also, one of the things that's important to me and important to probably a lot of people in this audience is that the movie helped me come out. And I think a lot of people can say the same thing. I was about 17, 18 years old when this movie came out and the Blonde Ambition tour happened, and still trying to find myself. And this was sort of just a love letter to me and everybody like me to say, you're okay. And to see two men kissing for the first time on the big screen was pretty incredible. But I'm wondering, what are your thoughts? This movie had such an influence on acceptance of gay culture and gay people and queer people. But we are living in a different time now. Now that you've watched it, what are your thoughts about that component as opposed to how it is now? I know it's kind of a deep question, sorry.
I got a whole lot to say. Shut the fuck up.
I didn't realize at that time how controversial that was, because I grew up, my brother was gay and forever. I mean, that was the scene that I was around, my brother and his boyfriends and everything. So, and then my brother was on tour with us, and it was just so normal for me. And growing up in Hollywood, dancing and everything. So to really feel that and realize that when Niki and I do our shows, when people come up and share that with us, and really just feel that acceptance. It means so much to us, and we just really, take that in. And now, it's obviously scary.
Yeah, it is. It's not as quite as. It was so watching the movie. It was such a carefree period where you could just totally be yourself and didn't have to worry about anything.
Well, for me, I always, when I see this movie, especially now seeing my mom who's not with us anymore, and just knowing I have so many young men who come up to me and say, oh, I used to, I was Niki, in the club, when we pretended we were Madonna, I was Niki. It's usually black boys who say that to me. But my nephew is also gay, and my sister was actually suffering from HIV at that point. And so, but none of that, it's like women were going through it too, and black women even worse at that point. So I've tried my best to stop thinking about that sometimes, that was really going on for me, because as a little black girl, part of my dance that I did throughout my life was, I just need to get the fuck out of here. Whatever's going on over here, whatever that was. So Madonna was a gig, that was a gig to get me out. That's where I was. And so all this did you know you meant this to us? And I just knew I got the fuck out. That's what I did. But at the same time now, looking at it with this, because now I'm an auntie. I mean, I'm not a grandmama yet. Unless my daughter want to tell me something. But, I'm in that, in my culture, hey, Auntie Niki, what's up, Auntie, But I remember something that, it's a comedian, Alok Menon, it's a Pakistani, but he says something, I'm gonna tell everybody a secret, and it's just so true, because when I see this film now, it reminds everybody in the closet, y'all. We all in the closet. Somebody next to you, with these eyes, I live in the South now, everybody in the closet down there. Every woman that won 8 chairs in front of a 12-foot fucking, island in her kitchen, biting her lip every time he walked through the door, she in the closet. There's so many people in the closet. So if this film, I'm saying, because the best part of me, and the best thing that Madonna reminded me was that she wasn't my source. That my source is from something else, and that my job is to say, if what I do help you get free,
also just shout out to your mom in that moment that she's in the movie. It's a beautiful moment where your mom is in there. Yeah, she had such a beautiful voice too. So I wanted to make that comment. Donna, do you have anything to add to that?
I feel that way. We're all here to inspire one another, and you know the beauty and the gift of being a singer and doing this kind of work is that we can open up hearts, and we just never know who we're inspiring.
And obviously it works, because everybody here has been affected by your work.
I just want to say to you guys, you don't understand. When we came out on this stage and you guys embraced us the way you did, we home, man. We are so proud. And that's why this world, oh Lord, don't get me preaching, y'all. Y'all know I talk too much. Y'all know I talk too much. My point being is, no, seriously, y'all, because we in a world, I know you know when I say this, they trying to erase us. Yeah. You know what I mean by that. As a black woman, I know you know, as a woman, I know you, as a gay man, I know you know what I mean. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So, even more reason to sing louder, love deeper, hold on to somebody that you got history with you. I ain't letting this one go. I ain't letting this one go.
I think this movie gave people permission to fight. Because there's that scene where they're at the sort of the gay rights rally in New York, and that's the first time I had ever seen that. And to watch these men just like being squishy and just like clapping their hands, like it just was so liberating to see. And
Love the strut.
Yes, exactly. And just being unabashedly who they are is the first time I've ever seen that, and I have you to thank for that. So, and Madonna.
And all I can say, seriously, because my mama talking to me right now. She's like, say what you're supposed to say. Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. The reason they're trying to erase you, the reason they're trying to erase any of us, remember this. I mean, seriously, take this into your heart. The reason they're scared and all that fear is because they want to paint with the colors you paint with.
Exactly.
We all have the power.
Because we are powerful.
We're all so powerful. And that's why they want to turn us against each other and all that other shit. It's like, no. See, don't get me preaching, y'all. So I'm saying reach for the fuchsia. Reach for the charmeuse. You paint with all the colors and then pass somebody else the fucking paintbrush.
Yeah.
And let them paint with their colors too. And don't be mad if the painting don't look like yours.
Yeah.
Let them paint. I'm gonna leave y'all with that. That's all I got. That's all I got.
You're still in touch with her, yes? You still talk to her, or how often do you see her or talk to her?
I communicate through the management, through her
Assistant.
management assistant. Yeah.
I saw pictures of you at the Celebration tour, and you guys, and which was a great show. I don't know if anyone here saw it, but it was amazing.
She bought us tickets, so that's why we came in. We're like, she gonna buy us tickets, we gonna go to the show. And definitely a different perspective to see, that kind of thing going on. It's like, oh wow.
Yeah.
Because we know what it takes.
Oh, and you know what else I just realized too, is that April 13th, 1990 was the first date of the Blonde Ambition tour. That was just 2 days ago, so this timing, this could not have been timed better. And you probably heard that she is releasing new music, and she announced that.
Well, she also gave us a song that's coming out on Live. So we're working on a song that she actually
Oh my God, really?
For Niki and Donna. So we're trying to Tracy Young. Tracy Young did it with her, and then we worked it, and so we sent it to her, and she's like giving her approval, and so
Tracy Young is amazing. and that's going to be awesome. So I think we can open up to some audience questions. Fred, are you back there with the microphone? Okay, great. There you go. All right, so if someone has a question in the audience, please let me know. Hopefully I can see you raise your hand. Hello, hi. Who's that? Okay. Fred, find that person. Yes.
Y'all know we always walk a few steps late.
Great. Oh, I think he's got a mic. Okay.
Hello. I just want to say thank you so much for what you just said about painting with your own colors. And yes, that's exactly what we need to do. And thank you so much for preaching. And both of you are so beautiful. And I was hoping that y'all were going to come out here and sing. And last question is, you know, you said you did that wonderful little impersonation of Madonna at her 2025 tour, and since you just saw the tour, how accurate do you feel like it was in comparison to your impersonation?
No, can you, we kind of didn't get that. Can you repeat, put the mic a little closer to
You know, in the scene where you say Madonna 2025 on tour.
I said that?
Yes.
How accurate do you think it was now that you saw the show?
No, I think she's still evolving. I think she's painting with the colors she wants to paint with. So I don't think it's just that. You know, I'm grateful that she did the celebration tour because I think people were really yearning to hear some of that material again. So, and I think they look forward to new material. So, yeah, I don't know if it was accurate. I was off by a year, right? 2025. What did I say?
That was a 2025 tour. You were right on. Exactly.
I was right on it?
Yeah, you were right on.
Because I'm a
Look at you.
prophet.
Thank you. Do we have another question? Okay, go ahead.
My super fan Gabriel here.
Yes. I know Gabriel.
We follow you everywhere from Catalina Club to wherever you may be. Several times at Arena Theater. We love you too, but we have been asking ourselves, when are you going to perform for this crowd here in San Francisco?
Okay.
That's a really good question. We are
First of all, if Niki and Donna do a show here, will you come and tell me? I'm performing, but my show is sold out in Orinda on Sunday.
Yes.
But there is a waiting list. So if you want to just call and see if there's because I think it's a season thing or something, and some people, because of some construction or something, some freeway's gonna be done. Anyway, Sunday at Orinda Theater, I'm there. But Niki and Donna are gonna also, if you have friends in Los Angeles, we will be at Catalina's on May 31st.
come down here because I can't be driving.
But we want to know if the Castro will have us, Niki and Donna.
Pretty sure you can sell out.
Yeah, if y'all come see a movie, you better come see us sing.
Exactly. We're gonna try for a couple more.
We're gonna sign some pictures. We got pictures and we got some merch. If anybody wants to stick around and do a meet and greet, take some pictures and you hang out with us for a little while.
Yes.
I know that 2-hour movie is, you know, before you know it, you feel like you're watching Rids or something.
Let's do one more question, Fred. Let's see who's up for it. Who's up for this question? Person walking down the aisle.
Hello, Niki and Donna. Question for you. When did you two realize, because when you two sing together, it's magic. When did you connect that dot? When was it like, Who's That Girl tour? Like, when did you guys realize that when you harmonize together, it's pure magic?
Well, I can say that we both went on the next tour and we didn't have the third singer. And when Niki and I were obviously rehearsing and just having these aha moments, for me it was always like in the showers of the venue. It was like in the arena shower where we'd go and just sing and use the reverb and sing a cappella. And I feel like we found our voices that way, just warming up before the show.
And just like we would always take, she'd set rooms up for us to take a nap before the show. And we just started recognizing we shared so much of our fathers are both musicians, that we really trusted, more than anything, we trusted that Madonna knew what she was doing when she put us together. And then when she decided that she only needed us, especially it was before the tours. It was like during the MTV Awards and all that stuff. And when we realized we're really like, this is something special, because once again, not to use the color metaphor again, but with the two of us, she got all the colors she needed, and it was a joy for both of us to stretch our voices to each other, and it still is, and that's what I'm even more grateful for, is that it still is. So many people don't get to continue to do it.
We're so blessed to be able to continue doing this. Yeah, it's amazing. I'm blessed to be here tonight.
No, and all I have for all of this, I know, look, I got a bad public school education in Michigan, so my shit might be, I sound a little crusty sometimes. But really, if you don't walk away with anything but knowing that I am utterly, without words to tell you how fucking grateful I am for every moment of it all. Seriously. Because so many people want to, especially in the celebrity-driven, I gotta be a star at all costs world we live in now. We didn't have none of that. It was just pure joy. Just like, let us sing, and just, how can we, as I tell my daughter, forward, how can I help? And that's what we was like, how can I help? We just showed up, and it turned out to be that.
I think we should do a 36th anniversary, a 37th anniversary, a 38th anniversary of this movie. We'll have you here every year. Does that sound good? Yes. Okay, so since this movie is called Truth or Dare, we're going to do a quick round of Truth or Dare. All right. Ready? All right. Truth or Dare, Niki? Okay. If a movie was made of your life, what genre would it be, and who would play you? And who would play you?
Horror!
I don't get that.
Who would play me? Halle Berry, of course.
How about romance and Winona Ryder?
I love that. Okay, one more. Truth or Dare?
Truth!
Truth, okay. You could have dinner with 3 famous people, alive or dead. Dinner with 3 famous people, alive or dead. Who would they be?
3 people?
3 famous people, alive or dead.
You got that one, go for it.
So many.
People you really admire and really look up to. I laid a hard one on.
Frida Kahlo.
Oh.
I just saw the documentary on the plane a couple days ago. So I was thinking, oh God, I'd just love to have dinner with her.
Which would be amazing.
I love Joseph Campbell. I would have loved to have studied,
Also,
been with him.
incredible storyteller. Yeah.
And Jesus.
There you go.
It's great. And because I'm the cynic in the family, gosh, that's dead or alive, you said?
Dead or alive.
Oh God, see, then it's gonna be a whole lot of people at the table. I'm gonna just go dead. Because alive, I could still possibly still.
That's true, yeah.
All things are possible. But dead, okay, considering where we are right now in this world, Frederick Douglass. I want to talk to him. And then and then I want to go have a cigarette with Billie Holiday. Yeah, and then I get in trouble. I'm just doing dead. I'm not doing a lie. Are you just doing dead? I might be with her on the.
I did dead.
I'm torn between Gandhi and Jesus. Like I want to hang out with him, but Gandhi ain't. He ain't eating, so I'm gonna go with Jesus. He got fish. Gandhi ain't eating nothing. I want to save the world, but I gotta eat.
Before we get to the last one, I just want to let everybody know that Niki and Donna will be in the mezzanine upstairs, and they'll be there to sign, and we've got CDs and glossies. You can have a good time. So just remember to do that once we're done with this last one. So, truth or dare?
Dare.
All right.
Dare something good.
Well, since we've been having everybody in the audience teasing about this, I dare you to do an a cappella song right now.
I have to stand to sing because it's nice to hear what you're hearing. Closer to the edge of the stage.
Okay, we're gonna. Whoa. Want to do this?
Yeah.
Well,
Let's all take a deep breath together.
Yeah. After seeing that movie, it's not going to be one of those songs. Sorry.
Niki won't let it happen.
Niki won't let it happen. No, because, seriously, if anything, she taught me, more than anything, paint with all the colors, not just mine. Paint with your colors too. And she would say that to me, sing your song. Niki, that's why it's indie, independent. We're grateful for this, but indie, we are indie. Okay? So, and what I'm saying to you is, I'm so grateful for this time, and so we say this. Of all the money that e'er I spent it in good company, and of all the harm that e'er I've done, alas, it was to none but me. For all I've done, for want of will, to memory now I can't recall. So feel to meet the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Of all the comrades that e'er I've had, they are sorry for my going away. And of all the sweethearts that e'er I've had, would wish